Hi guys, welcome to my channel Insightful Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for my water signs, the element of water, which are my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I'm also doing this reading for the time in which Venus will be in retrograde. The planet Venus will be in retrograde. We're in post shadow and it'll be in retrograde starting from July 22nd all the way till September. And this is a time to reflect on what it means to love. What do you find really beautiful? What is deep within your soul that's calling to you? Also, something to consider is that it'd be a good idea for you guys to think back when Venus was in retrograde 8 years ago, which was in 2015. Where were you in life? Like, what were your relationships like? What were you going through at that time when it came to your career, your money, and your relationship? Because it's a good time to think about it. Don't stay too long in the past about it, especially if a lot of things are not going the way that you desired. But it will be useful to know where you were, to remember, and grow from that point. If you have been in tough relationships with business or not manifesting as much as you like, this would be a good time to think back about what could have been missing, what patterns that you had that weren't for your highest good. So those are the things that you want to look at when you think about that time in 2015 when Venus was in retrograde, because you know, Venus in retrograde is the heart, especially since it's going to be in Leo. Leo is all about heart energy. It does rule the heart chakra, Leo. It's about being loud and proud about how you love and who you love and, you know, the people in your tribe that are around you. So with that being said, I'm going to continue now with your reading. This is for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I gotta laugh because you guys have come up in every single reading that I've done. The King, Queen of Cups have come up in every single reading. So you water signs are just spilling over to all the other signs. Which, of course, I mean, you know, anyone who does this work knows that, you know, we all have all the elements within us. You know, I have Scorpio in a lot of my placements, and actually, I'll say it now, it's in Venus. Scorpio, I have Scorpio in my Venus, my Mars, and my Mercury. And so those water placements, especially Venus is the ruler of love, and it's in Scorpio, I know is going to be feeling this retrograde, which is fine. I embrace, you know, all of the roller coasters of life, and I'm just grateful that, you know, my lessons have been necessary, and now I'm going to go into the energy of my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. All right. So this is funny because when I dropped the deck, I don't know if you guys will see it, it felt like this, and this card was here, and I was like, God, this card also keeps coming up, and I've shuffled this card, but here it is. I ended up picking it anyway, which is your dreams need a practical plan. When I first saw that card fall, before pulling it, my instant message was that my water signs have been up in the air, like up in their thoughts too much, and so, or maybe swimming too deep. And so this card is asking for you to make a plan now, because whatever the thoughts are, whatever you've been navigating through emotionally, mentally, spiritually, needs a plan. And that even before pulling any other cards, I can see that there's some real truth to it. Like whatever it is that you're thinking, you're spot on, but it needs a plan. All right, I'm gonna keep going. That wanted to jump out, so I'll take it. It's a win-win outcome. A win-win outcome is forecast. And then what else does my water signs need to know? My Cancer. my Scorpios, my Pisces. What are the energies that we need to know for Venus in retrograde? My Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So conclusions are within reach, just for those who just like, what was on the bottom? And I peeked on the next card, which is a time to release negativity. So I'm gonna just take it. Your dreams need a practical plan. A win-win outcome is forecast. Nothing is set in stone. That's interesting, right? When next to the win-win, but I know what this means, of course, right? I'm the intuitive, I should know. And it's time to release negative thinking. So you Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are way too much in your head. I almost feel like a little bit of anxiety when it comes to your situation. I don't know what it is. And it's a general reading. You know, I have a lot of water sign clients, and they're all going through major changes in their lives that will affect them in not just like a day-to-day, well, yeah, it will affect the day-to-day situation, but it's a long-term outcome. And the good thing is that, and I've been reading this for a long time with these water signs, is that there is a winning here. There's the card says it. There's a win-win outcome here. Next to nothing is set in stone only means to me is there's a need to be mutable. There's a need to be flexible within all outcomes, though yours is successful, but it comes with ... right? Like something else is happening. Like you're gonna win in one situation, but in another area of your life, negativity needs to be released. The worry, the anxiety, the stress. Like your career could be going great, and you know your plans for your career and your future, you know, there is an outcome here that's positive, that's winning, that's great, because you've made a plan and you know it's good. But then there's like in personal relationships where, you know, it's just as important, but nothing is set in stone. And I think that just reflects to, you know, some of the water signs can tend to be very, especially my Cancers, moody. I said moody. Like 1 minute you're like, yeah, and the next minute you're like, I'm gonna need a nap before I move on, and need like 20 minutes before I continue with my win. Because if I don't get this 20 minutes to myself, I'm not gonna be a very nice person. I'm just calling it like it is. And if you guys don't resonate with that, that's fine. This is just what it is. And you know, I'm reading it like the way that it's come out. It's time to release negativity. Like there's a negative thought. There's also like a little spitefulness. There's a little bit of like spice in the way that you're thinking, and that can definitely be my Scorpios out there who love some revenge. Just if it's just the tiniest little bit of the last word, as long as they get the last word, they're good. To release that. Sometimes being quiet is the biggest win. Sometimes not saying a damn thing is winning. And everything just, and this happens a lot with water signs. I've seen it over and over and over again. The minute they get silent and they go in, everything just lays out in front of them and all the answers are there. And it's like, how'd you do that? Oh, because you shut up? Yes, because I stayed quiet. I didn't say anything. Sorry, but it's just the truth. And hey, look, like I said, you know, a couple of minutes ago, I have a lot of water placements in my chart. I get it. All right, let's see what else we got here for my water signs, my Cancers, my Scorpios, my Pisces. What else do we need to know for my Cancers, my Scorpio, and my Pisces? One more shuffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice. Very nice. Come to the Edge is in reverse. New Light upright. Happy, happy upright. And Unfinished Symphony in reverse. So I'm seeing that this is a big energy on starting over and being happy with this new outcome. That you are releasing some fears or have released the fear of starting over and embracing a new life. And when you release that and you'll know it, because it won't be a thought again. And when it does come up as a thought, you will thank it and release it in light and love. That came out very, very strongly. So whatever this win is going to have you your trajectory into a new life. And in that new life, you are going to be much happier than where you were. However, there's a caution here, and that is the Unfinished Symphony in reverse. I mean, actually, since it's in reverse, I feel like it's over. It's a wrap. It's done. But it felt like the message I got cycle over and over and over again, like you're repeating the same relationships. If in 8 years you have been through a relationship that is familiar from the last, or it's exactly the same thing, or you've attracted the same energy, it ends now. Se terminó. It's finished. And if you guys are not ready, and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, don't worry, you're gonna win. You're gonna be happy. I also get very strongly that the water signs have this energy of, you did this to yourself. I got that message really clearly. So whatever went down, it feels more like you were present, you tried, you had nothing but like a winning attitude towards something, and that person or that energy didn't come to the table. And then because they didn't come to the table, you've had to move on. And moving on, even though it hurt, felt like, I know this is what's gonna make me happy, so I gotta do it anyway. People gotta be clipped, things have to go. I do get, sorry guys, and I'll just dig in deeper, but I do get a reconciliation. I do get somebody coming back again, an energy coming back again. And maybe that's what that nothing is set in stone is trying to tell me. All right, so what do we have here for my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more shuffle, please. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Interessante. Life is interesting. Life is wow. Okay. What I'm getting here, and I just heard Cancer, there's a winning for sure, because look, a win-win situation, a new life, happy, happy, and then on another deck, this is triumph. So there's a victory here. There's a big win here. There's, you know, there's an energy for Cancers that I feel like have been the underdog, or somebody that has just been playing along by the book, doing everything they're supposed to do, and being like, yo, but why isn't things happening the way that I want them to? Well, you're about to get your wish fulfillment. You're about to get that winning if you haven't already. And then, you know, again, I get Cancer. It's, you know, there's this energy, and it could be just all water signs, you know, but I get very strongly that the Cancers, even when they get a win, they emotionally hold back. You know? And I think what's happened with my water signs is that they've put so much energy into winning, and now that they've gotten this win, they just don't feel like it's everything that they thought it would be. That there's some sort of discontentment here and need to just keep moving forward. And I don't know, let me just keep going. All right, let me use another deck. Well, these two resonate as well. Your base chakra, just your security, your foundation, where you lay your roots. You need to stand strong on that. You need to stand your ground. You need to stay in the position of winning, is what I get. Don't falter for a freaking blink. Because I also get with my water signs that there are people around you that don't like your success, don't want your success, or are uncomfortable with your success, is what I'm getting with water signs. Somebody or something, some energies are feeling very uncomfortable with your winnings. And I say, do your best to not withdraw for too long. I get that there might be some sort of disconnection, discontentment, but there's something more here that is very important for you to get, so that you really can start this new chapter of your life being extremely happy in a way you've never experienced before. You guys are so close to something that you want, have been desiring for a really long time. Some sort of a winning, some sort of a fulfillment in that sense. Some sort of like, I have been waiting for years to be proven correct, good. I'm getting that there's just this like underdog type of vibe. Like, my water signs have been struggling to stay on top or get to the top, and that once they're there, they've been so exhausted from trying to get there that they don't even really, I don't even know if they're fully emotionally engulfing this win. I feel like because it's been such a long road to getting here, that you're feeling a little bit discontent about the win. I'll leave it there and move on. What else do we get for my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio. See? 5 of Pentacles, a loss. Like, in this winning, you've also lost a lot of money. And you're like, well, how is that winning if I lost money? You get it back, but not in the timing in which you wanted it. It comes delayed, but it still comes. So you're very like, yay! The 6 of Wands, success. Her arms are up in the air. This is the person that came back from a battle, a long ass battle. Long. And I think for you water signs, there has been a battle that you didn't even know you were fighting. I don't know where that came from. That you don't even know how deep this fight was. You got some information, but you didn't get all the information. But your fight spilled over into, no wonder why you guys are so showing up in everybody's read. Because I get that you water signs deal with a lot of people. A lot of energies that haven't shown their true colors, haven't been authentic, haven't been truthful with you guys. And it's gone on for a really long time. And you've been fighting and struggling and knowing that your faith, even though you don't know what the outcome is going to be, that you're going to win because you're going to, you know, your core belief is not to be messed with. And I love that. You know, again, this is another winning card. You know, I would say, think about where you were 8 years ago and understand that all of this has happened because I think that whatever you guys have been experiencing has had a very difficult, tumultuous, up and down roller coaster. And I mean, haven't we all, right? Like, that's almost ridiculous to say. Because we all, no matter what element that we're, you know, embodying and have in our chart, have gone through some serious changes and shifts in our lives. But this energy in particular is giving me that the stuff that you've been going through, a lot of the information has been hidden from you. And the only thing that you can go by is your intuition. And it's had you withheld and restraint and held back. And now, the Strength card. And what a beautiful card to have in this time of Leo. This is the Leo card. This is the time that we're going in from Cancer to Leo. And it's all about a brave heart, right? Like, this person has gotten the devil under control, the negativity under control, you know, the withholding, the moodiness, the stubbornness, the wanting to curse people out under control. Because I also get that my water signs want to let some people have it. Like, you guys have been almost like, if shit doesn't happen, I'm gonna blow up and a lot of people are gonna go down. But there's a group of you who have been wise enough to get the win without the yelling and the screaming and the demanding of it, that have been playing very cool and have had the strength to stay quiet and do the work. And that's why their success is coming, because people who react to negative situations in a negative way get a negative result. You guys have a winning all over this read. You have it here, you have it here, you have it here, you have it here. So your losses, there's a lot of passionate communication that you want to now talk about. If you just won in a case, in a legal case, in a relationship, in business, in, you know, your community, something, you've been proven truthful, you know, you've had some sort of victory of somebody lying, you know, under your name or your company or your businesses, you know, all of that is coming up to the surface. The truth is out. And you are now communicating your experiences. You're now talking about what was truly in your heart. And if you haven't done that, this is the time to do it. If you've just come from a winning, and you've just come from a battle, and you're like, okay, where do I go now? Talk about it. Share your experiences. Because whatever your experience is, negative, good or bad, they're gonna help the next person, they're gonna help the next generation, they're gonna help the next community of people. You're communicating your experiences are very important, my water signs. Your information should not be withdrawn. You know, if you're not communicating what you've experienced in the last few years, months, days, and your lessons from it, then, you know, you're kind of taking everybody down with you, just plain and simple. And I think that whatever that you are starting over with comes with, this is what makes you happy. A new life, happy. Like, it goes back to that, you know, it goes back to, you know, seeing that through the dark, through the struggle, the strength, you had the strength to overcome, to win, and your responsibility is to communicate to your people how to also win. Like, don't keep the winning all to yourself. You know, share your experiences, what you did wrong, the mistakes that were made to you, vice versa, or however you wanna, you know, take this reading. You know, I think the biggest message here is that the struggle was for this type of, whatever the victory is, the triumph is, the winning is, to share it with other people. They're gonna celebrate you. They're gonna, the Emperor. Oh, I love the Emperor. I love the Emperor. This is an older man with, again, it's like all of the kings in one. He's confident, he's wise. When he walks into the room, you're like, oh my God, I want to hang out with him. I want to pick his brain. I want to hang around his energy. I want to know who this is. And all of your experiences that you have just overcome has transformed your energy into an emperor or an empress. Oh my God, I love it. And then there's love. Partnerships, new partnerships, yay! Yay to my water signs. For the win and for the love. All right, now my last message for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I'm gonna pull a goddess guidance card, and this energy again can be, I know it says goddess, but it, you know, you can embody it, my masculine out there and my feminine energies. It's for both. This reading is for both, you know, feminine and masculine. It's not just for one, it's a general reading. It's just for the element of water. Although, you know, obviously other elements that are watching, earth, fire, air, are, you know, could be connecting to this because, you know, like I said, we have all of the elements within us. And I will just say congratulations. Oh, mira, I didn't shuffle these. I missed them. All right, let's start that over. Let's do it again. All right, my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. What is the Goddess Guidance Oracle card for you guys? I also get, you guys get a lot of energy, so you get your, like, you get your energy back. If you've been like, ugh, you know, embrace that energy, but if you've been sleepy and tired and restless, that's, you know, it's perfectly okay to take a nap. But you're gonna get your energy back. If that was you and you're just like a little depleted, you're gonna be fully charged real soon. Full charge. Inner wisdom. Athena, it's your card, it's your goddess. So you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. My goodness, that was so on point with everything that I just said here. Like, wow. What a way to end the read, because it's now your inner wisdom, and there's the owl. I love me the owl. Is wrapping up this read by saying, you know, congratulations to the win. You know, that I know, and I feel that whatever it was that you guys were going through for the last, you know, whether it be weeks, months, years, it's been very difficult for you to hold on to staying authentic and truthful and knowing. I feel like that my water signs have been a little bit like, and these are for like, I'm talking about the water signs who have been on the up and up, who have been, you know, sticking to their faith and in their truth. You know, I'm not talking about the dark side of any, you know, this channel is all about light energy. We all go through ups and downs. We all get losses. You know, we all get lost. We all have losses, and we all have winnings, and we all triumph. You know, like that is the cycle of life. I am talking about the water elements, the Cancer, the Scorpio, and the Pisces, that have been through a really long period of time of feeling like dredge and burden and suffering for a cause. It's over, and there's a winning here, there's a triumph, there's a victory, and the message is now, you know, take your break, but don't fall off too long, because the next really happy new period of your life embraces taking action on sharing this information that you've learned through your struggles with others to help them. That is the message for my water signs. All right, well, I hope this helped, and thank you for staying this long with me. And check out the other videos that I've just done for the other elements: earth, air, fire, and then water. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And if you want a personal reading, please visit my website, mindfulbeauty.life, or you can email me, and please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, bye. Happy Sunday, and happy Venus in retrograde. Enjoy it. Dig deep. Find the love. Find your truth. If it's not there, if you've been toying around with it, if you've been hiding, if you've been uncertain, this is the time to really say and love. Love who you are. Love what you're doing. Love, 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 love always wins. Love is going to win in the way that the world is shifting and changing. You know, nothing is going to be able to replace love. That's just how it goes. All right, thanks for tuning in. Much love and light. I'm